what's better, having a high IQ or having high character? And that's the thing. Like when you're sitting there and you're comparing the IQ and saying, "Oh, these genes need to be passed on for the IQ," but the character sucks. You're gonna have a high IQ with kids with bad character. You understand what I'm saying?
You're
So
gonna be listen. I don't mean to throw shade, but it's some cultures that they don't even have an age limit on who they be marrying.
I know. I know. Mistaken.
So
To answer your question, no. I would rather a population of high intelligent quotient blacks forget character. Character ain't got us nowhere as a people. Oh, we the best dancers. We the
because
best.
I think we like it.
Where is that really got black people?
No. That's part of the problem. Is that we lack character. We lack character.
Listen,
that's
identity.
the problem.
We like identity.
I'm just trying to address the things you said.
We need, in my opinion, I don't care what you guys think. I'm telling you what I think because I'm on a panel and I thought I could just get my opinion. I value intelligence over character. I don't care if you got character. If you are intelligent, that leads me to believe that you are capable of building a civilization.
And you're also
a one-story building without the white man because
you're also capable of destroying the civilization.
Some serial killers are very bright people who can, character.
Well, an interesting word you used earlier was degenerate, right? So,
yes,
you familiar with the definition of degenerate?
What's the definition, Marcus?
And I have another question. So when we get
having lost the physical, mental, or moral qualities considered normal or desirable. So, to say that someone is a degenerate, I would say that the crime he was accused of, right? That's degenerate, right? That's a degenerate person, correct?
Yes, yes. Jeffrey Epstein is a degenerate. Yes, in my eyes and in the eyes of a lot of people, I would assume. Yes, I think he's a degenerate. Yes, correct.
But you still would want more kids from this degenerate.
I would rather his DNA go along than a lot of other people's DNA because
we're not going to change his mind.
His intelligent quotient is high. That means that his DNA. Whatever's swimming around is high IQs. Same thing if you were to ask me about Neil deGrasse Tyson over I don't know, some common black. Yes, Neil deGrasse Tyson is a superior black. That means that if his children breed and those children breed, they're going to produce superior blacks because he has a high IQ. Yes.
Can you define superior in the way you use it?
A skyscraper. Can you Negroes build a skyscraper? That's superior intellect. Somebody who can postulate this building and how it works from the framework to the steel beams and everything. That is a superior intellect. People who can build space stations. People who build civilization, who maintain it. Look at Africa and look at Asia. That's all you got to do. Who has a superior IQ? The Japanese have a superior IQ compared to the Cambodians. Look at Look at not Angkor Wat. Look at whatever capital city is in Cambodia, and look at Japan. You can look and see who has superior IQs.
You know what's interesting about
resources chaotic more so than IQ.
Yes.
Oh, so you want to go to resources? Cambodia has way more resources than Japan. Japan
are a social construct anyway. They even are starting to say that those aren't even necessarily valid because they're measuring one aspect of academia. So you can be successful in this one area in what they're testing in terms of IQ, but it doesn't necessarily measure up against the other things that make humans who they are. So if you're just looking at that one area, you're talking about him being a degenerate, passing his IQ on. But again, that gives them the leverage in terms of academics. And that's totally different. That's why they're starting to even trying to say that, like, getting rid of IQ tests altogether because of that. They're not necessarily valid.
And Cambodia was colonized until 1946 too.
Okay, you guys.
Can I make one point real quick? I rock with Floyd Mayweather, but I don't think he's the most intelligent, right? His daughter's the same age as Neil deGrasse Tyson's daughter. Neil deGrasse Tyson's daughter has almost a PhD in physics. Floyd's daughter just got 6 years of probation because she stabbed a chick. I don't care how rich they are. Look at the difference.
But that's not IQ. That also has a lot to do.
Definitely IQ.
But listen. But what I'm saying has a lot to do with influence. You're talking about nurture or nature. It's about influence, the
he wants to get his
environment.
whole point out. That's why he's pausing. Let's hear what he got to say.
Floyd did not pass on the same intelligence as Neil deGrasse Tyson did.
Or
Neil deGrasse
value.
Tyson is insanely intelligent. So whether that girl was, whether he had his kids in the projects or Nigeria, that girl will be smart because Neil deGrasse Tyson is smart. He has an intellectual and cerebral mind. Floyd does not. And well, in boxing he does, but he does not in terms of mathematics and science. Look at Neil deGrasse Tyson and his accomplishments. It's the truth.
I'm not disagreeing with you that, but what I'm saying is, I do some of that pass on, absolutely. But what I'm trying to say, if we talked about Ben Carson, he talks about his family history. His mom wasn't necessarily had high IQ. She was talking about how her educational level was low, but look how he turned out. So my point being, it has a lot to do with the structure that she set for him. Like, I don't got it, but I'm gonna make damn sure you have it. Nope, you're not watching TV. You're gonna be reading his books. You're gonna be doing X, Y, and Z. And so that got him to the level to where he's at. So that's what I'm talking about. It's about the influence, your environment, that also dictates how successful you can become.
So I read Dr. Carson's book, Gift in Hands. It's a great book. If anybody hasn't, you should check it out. Also, Chaotic. So you
can we this we're gonna do last thought so we can, because I have one more thing in,
you think being superior at capitalism would make you a superior person, correct?
Of course.
So why isn't Floyd considered superior in your mind?
I never said he wasn't superior.
He's saying because if you're dealing
higher, I said that in terms of passing on IQ, I would prefer if Neil deGrasse Tyson had 20 and 30 kids than Floyd, because those children have a high IQ. So it's more likely that those kids will contribute to society in terms of developing and creating society than Floyd's kids. Floyd's kids, I hate to say it, are just gonna just live off of him. Let's be honest.
So I understand what he's saying, Shamlin. Yeah. But I also see, like, if he's valuing money over everything, that's why I'm trying to establish the line of thought. Because if you're valuing money over everything, then Floyd is better than Neil Tyson deGrasse. And also the kids that he's having, his daughter, the stabbing incident was with her boyfriend, who's also a multi-millionaire. Both of those men, based on your money over everything, are far superior to Neil deGrasse Tyson, according to the way that you're putting this together. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Again, the question we were talking about was IQ, and I'm trying to say again that IQ, we were talking about passing on DNA. Right. I would prefer, again, if Neil deGrasse Tyson passed on his DNA. I understand that my opinion of money may be absurd to other people. I agree that, yes, money is over everything, but I would prefer to pass on high IQs. Okay, yeah, fine, you get money, that's cool, but IQ is everything to me. Yes, so I would prefer these children to be walking around the civilization than a rapper's kids, of course. I mean, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't want 50 rappers' children walking around. I would prefer Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Can I ask you a question? What do you deem a high IQ? Like what?
Again, sir, look at Japan and look
at
Cambodia.
I'm saying the actual number. Like that. What do you deem a high IQ?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. 100, 120. I don't know. I know 120 is on the cusp of being a genius. And I know that the Asian countries typically have higher IQs than the other country.
You said between what? What did you say again?
I would think like 120 is like genius level, right? I mean, if you're looking it up, I don't know. I think it's like 120. I can't remember.
Well, I know it said about 98% of people have a score below 130. That's 98% of people.
All you got to do is look at society. Damn sure see that.
But that's 98% of the people.
Yeah, it says below. Okay, so what percentage is below 100? What percentage is below 75? Yeah, I would assume that everybody, 98% do have lower than 130. Doesn't mean that they have 128.
Most of the people in that 98% is between 85 and 115.
Okay, so how many of that 80? Okay, so how many people? What percent has 85 to 90?
He pulling up. Why he pulling up?
Shan, I feel like Forrest Gump. Sorry for ruining your Black Panther party.
I care about data. I care about all that.
But this is the other thing when you're talking about when you say comparing Japan to Cambodia. Again, it's about environment as well. When you look at Japan's economic, education, all of those things that will influence IQ versus Cambodia, it makes a difference.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
You guys, I feel like we're going. I can.
Okay. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Bob. Bob, IQ show how much.
Sum up this conversation.
Okay, what's your last question, Shan?
No, because it's totally different from this. Please finish it off 3 minutes, because then this question turns into another question, and it comes battle of the countries.
No, I'm just saying.
And I've yarned 5 times.
He's focused on one aspect to make a point, but what I'm trying to say is that you can't generalize one thing that has the influence when it's not just one thing. That's all I'm saying.